Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm TeeHee. It is Monday, just past noon, so it's Monday afternoon, and I am here to read up until the end of the JoJo's Part 5 manga. Yesterday we watched the final two episodes, and it was a pretty crazy, pretty unique ending for a JoJo's series, JoJo's Part. And I had to push back the manga reading. Ideally, I would have done it yesterday, but it was like 5 p.m. by the time I actually got the JoJo's reaction up, and I still had other stuff to record on that day. It just having JoJo's get switched from Friday to Sunday really messed my shit up. But that's okay because Monday is a relatively empty day for me, so I just decided to push it back to now. And I've also decided to record it because one, higher quality. It just is because you can record in higher quality than you can stream. And two, I tried to test stream earlier this morning and it went all fucky. So I'm not gonna bother with it. I'm just gonna record it like I have the last however many manga reaction reading things, and hopefully that's all good with you. I was kind of hoping that I might be able to stream it so that we could have some like interaction and make the video a little bit longer and maybe a little bit more fun. But this is all right. This is all good. So we're covering the same material that we covered yesterday, but the original Rocky version. Cool. So I went back just a couple of pages. So we're at the point where Golden Experience Requiem has just activated and explained himself or itself to Diavolo, and now Diavolo is back to where he started, telling him the same thing that he told him, realizing it, and then getting absolutely bibbity bobbity bopped. My forecasts are a reality that is guaranteed to occur. My invincible King Crimson was meant to achieve victory. Yeah, but what if you just couldn't? What if no? Right? These Muda rushes are so dope. So dope. Bagu Gau. Yes, I agree. You will never go anywhere, especially not reality, ever. So, reality instead of the truth. Oh, there's that panel that they did with the like chunks of him floating off and like being held on by bits of gore. So that's the panel they used for that. That's cool. And god damn. Hold on. Oh, okay. Jesus. That just looks painful. You know, that just looks painful. And into the river we go. Mista's all happy. You did it at last. Giorno. All in shadow, though. Gold experience evolved. I didn't really see or understand what it did, but you did it. Is he floating up? Where is he? Where's the corpse? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Now Giorno just glances at Gold Experience Requiem. Find him! Find him! Where is he? And there he is. Alright, let's see these druggy boys. I'm still barely. The forecast, it showed my certain victory. But that Requiem, what did it? Must flee. Still have the strength to climb on. Uh-oh. And the drugs you sold come back to bite you, buddy boy. Hehehe. Boom. Huh. Impossible. Woo! I won't let anyone take my coat. Fuck you. No coat for you. No coat for you. Good job, random homeless guy. Good job. I can't stand. I am Diavolo. How can this scum? I'm blacking out and awakening in the morgue. Where am I? Why am I on a bed? I don't think that's a bed. Estimated time of death. Legally mandated necropsy. Drowning is not the cause of death. Yep, none of you can move. You're about to get tortured. It's a healthy liver. Very good color. Just yank that out of your body real quick. And you awaken on the side of the road. A dream? Was I having a dream? But it's not over yet. What is this place? What's going on? What is the time and where am I? This doesn't look like Roma. That pain beyond all imagination in the morgue. It felt too real to be a dream. Then what is it? Yap, 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 trip. Bam! This is that gold experience Requiem's. I can sense that he's still alive. We can't rest easy until we're sure. No. Everything is already over. I know it in my heart. He no longer has anywhere to go, especially not reality. Never again. He will never even arrive at the reality of death. Infinitely. But he's still alive. The ending is something which has no ending. That is Gold Experience Requiem. What are you doing on the ground, mister? Does your tummy hurt? Oh, she is real creepy. The way she, her eyes are almost all black. It's real creepy, as though she's a doll herself. Twitch. How many more times? That's not an answerable question, buddy. Diavolo. Once upon the endless climax, now cowering before a little girl. None? Okay. Will have even their deaths reverted to zero and thus continuously die an infinite number of times. Huh. Alright, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Araki. The way that GER is reflected back here. That's super cool. Alright, Araki, I see you. Alright, and now we are back in time. Hey guys, just listen to me here. I was thinking about this last night. So, human flesh, if you ate it, would it taste good or would it taste bad? Mister, what the fuck? Bugger off and go eat by yourself. At last we've done it. The city is saved. The world is saved. At last. Ooh, Crow got booty. Oh. Let's get going already. Back to the Colosseum. Oh. Oh, right. Poor Mista. Giorno just standing there, just like, oh. Yeah. Let's go. I'll be right there. And then he hears Bruno's voice. Giorno, this is fine. Don't worry, Giorno. And, Giorno, fate is a sleeping slave. We have set it free. That is victory. The fact that we made it here is a complete victory. This is good. Everything will be fine. And then the arrow clinks to the ground. So did the arrow come out of GER, or Bruno drop it, or... I assume it came out of GER. Alright, so he does this whole talk about carnivores. Carnivores don't taste good. Some carnivores taste okay. Scavengers don't taste good. Sweet fish don't eat bugs. They taste great, and the guts are tasty. Yes. So, if humans were to eat only fruits and veggies, then they might taste good. I don't think that's true. But, okay. Hi, Bruno. Brings in the info about Leaky Eye Luca. Died an unnatural death. Probably just overdosed on his own goods. Yeah, you must never say such things out loud. There's no need for you to spend your time on these matters. Let me do it, says Fuko. No, I'll do it myself. Alright, and then the florist. Alright. His only daughter passed away. About half a year ago. Damn, Bruno looks like a beast. Got a bad leg, yep. Do you pay your taxes? There's no place for a civilian like you. Take this matter to the police. Don't get involved in this gang shit, man. It's not worth it. You can trust them. You can trust them. No worries, buddy. Sculptor. And he never tried to come over and introduce himself. Soon after, bam. She falls with the stone. Why must I cry such bitter tears? Money. If there were a murder in this city, I would have heard about it. Yeah. No investigation. Lawyers wasted my time. No one will help me. Our daughter would never have committed suicide. And even so, what happened there? It must be his fault. Yeah, do you think we're hitmen? Do you think we're mercs? I want justice. Yeah. Then why'd you ask to speak in private if this is so righteous and just? You know that you need to hide this. You know that you should be ashamed. But I'll look into this for you. We will only take your payment if that man is found guilty. Kissing the ring. Alright, Mista, you take care of this one. And hello, Stone. Nice to see you, Rolling Stone. Sticky fingers. Yep. The kindness he inherited. Yeah, because he's the best mom. What is this? Stone? Alright, so he gets zippity zapped. I don't know what actually happens to Mista when he gets zippity zapped. Please kill me. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Alright, Bruno's going to investigate Leaky Eye Luca. Did I put this stone here? Did I knock it off the pedestal? What the heck? Photo of the boyfriend. Alright. Find this guy, make him talk. Get a little bit violent with him if you want to. Just make him unable to stand for 5 years. Oh, jeez. That's nuts. Bum, bum, bum. Very menacing rock. But it's nothing. They're just doing stuff with rocks over there. Nothing suspicious going on. Clutching a stone. What kind of stone? How big was it? What did it look like? Does it happen to look like that stone that keeps kind of following me? That was. Stop the car, stop the car. And it's gone. And he questions his own sanity. How much wine do you have? I'm not drunk. I'll walk the rest of the way. All right. I'll go with Mista. Stand users have been gathering in this city for some reason. Maybe we should investigate this as a pair. Alright. Skolipi. So I still don't think we've seen a picture of him. Fell from the roof and landed somewhere in here. Oh. Hi, Stone. And then Skolipi's in the elevator, right? Alright, he busts that thing up. All 6 shots, I think. Yep. Oh, so menacing. In that case, what is this stone? It's shaped like Bruno, and it looks like it's bleeding. Okay. Stand named Spice Girl, true daughter of Diavolo. Before he became the boss of the gang, not even he knew of her birth. Lived life as an ordinary middle schooler. Talent for stand, yep. And then eventually it emerged. Huh. Yeah, she has matured during this journey, and is not as shallow as she appears. That is correct. Hey, Perrier. Sour salads and crab. Hates margarita pizza with mushrooms, okay. Least favorite things, anything that isn't beautiful, insects, and smelly men. She'll get over it. Bruno, the stone shape. What the hell are you? Whoa. Alright. Let's give you some stigmata really quick to match that crown of thorns, give you this full Jesus motif. Can't guarantee. Yep. Yep. Why'd you follow me? Are you? Yeah. Don't say or do anything you don't have to. Just answer my questions. Are you a gangster? What's your family? Who the fuck are you? I'm not famous, but I get by. I don't know what a stand is. If you mean my ability, I suddenly discovered it. Did that happen to you too? Is that his name? Let me meet him. Please, please, I beg you. The stone moves with no regard to my will. It's been like this ever since I was a kid. So he's like a prophet with no power of his own. Also playing into the whole Jesus thing. It followed Bruno. Misa's not buying it at all. He's far, far, far away from here. No, he's not. He should be here. And there's your second stigmata. You killed the florist's daughter, didn't you? What are you trying to... Oh yeah, and the stone just... Woof, it's gone. I have no ideas in my mind. The form that the stone shall be sculpted into has already been set. I just bring that form out from the stone. The prediction's already been made by the stone. An artist who could see fate as he sculpted. As are you. And it was not sculpted by your bullets either. That is its fated form. That is how he will die. In the near future. We are all slaves of fate. Sleeping slaves. That is the meaning of my ability. Rolling stones. You will be able to die without suffering. Just give it a spin. Time and probability are not on your side here. Now bring that stone back. Bring it back now, you bastard. Click. He should survive. She died for him. She understood and she trusted. Chose to die while she was still healthy, so that her father might survive. Damn. Even the way he acts in the face of death and punishment is very New Testament. The just continuing to make his prophecies and continuing to give information even as he's being threatened and threatened and threatened. Trusting in fate. I cannot die just yet because the stone hasn't sculpted my death. That was number 5's fault. You have lost all will to shoot me, isn't that right? Yes, it is. But he'll pistol whip you. Fucking thinks you can mess with me. You two haven't met up yet? He's coming here. He's here right now. He's in danger. His father was Dio, his mother is Japanese. Oh, what Jorno desires most is hope. He has faith that he can reach any destination as long as he has hope. Almost no love from his mother and was actually abused by his stepfather. The humanity that an unknown gangster showed him when Jorno was one step away from breaking down became his justice and his hope. Hates poultry, interesting, and his hero is the unknown gangster he met as a child. Of course. All right, so now Mista's going after the thing. Gotta get Bruno. Wow, this is the second to last chapter. Oh shit. Just sit still and you should see him soon enough. Yeah, you're calling Bruno's phone right now. Bam, 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 bam. Or just bam, bam, bam. Find him. Find him, pistols. How do I stop the stone? Please tell me. Please. Just accepting it, instead of resisting it, would be so much easier. Going against fate would just make it more difficult and more painful. Although nobody has ever done it before, if you could either destroy the stone or change its form, then perhaps it could change everything. Number 1 is reporting in. He says he's on the 7th floor. Hey, Bruno. Going up the stairs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's right there. And it's his shape. Oops. I saw him far away. Doesn't have enough power, enough momentum to get there. Oh. Wham, 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 wham. It's getting carved, too. Nice. Changing its shape. Ah. And now it's bleeding more. What in the world is happening here? This stone is shaped like me. Sticky fing. Don't do it. Get the hell away from it. And you'll die. I'll explain the rest later. Yep. Catches it for him. Run away. Run away as far as you can. Uh-oh. Through the floor. Get upstairs. Go. Go. Oh. Dripping from above. Uh-oh. Zip. I'm out of here. Alright, wait. Oh, that's so cool. What perspective. It's great. At the time of their death, then it follows the person in order to euthanize them without any suffering. The irresistible power of fate is this stand's energy, and it moves with no regard to its host's will. It could be considered an automatic stand, although it functions quite differently. Actually, I guess it doesn't function that differently. No growth, low precision, extremely permanent, no destructive force. What is this stone face? If I can change this form, if I can break this stone. Wow! What a panel. So much stuff. That's crazy. You're not fucking gonna go away from me! Mista! No! Ow. And it shatters. Frickin' Sculptor Boy was completely right. If the stone hasn't been sculpted into your form, it's not your time to die yet. So I won't die even if I jump out. Thanks for the catch, Fugo. Oh, I saw some people posted that in the first couple chapters. There's a reference to this, how they destroyed the previous car that they had. It's pretty great. And then it begins to morph. How many coincidences lined up? Nothing. You'll be fine now. Ooh. The sculptor was kind of the killer, but he kind of really wasn't. So, I don't know. Was he an enemy? An ally? Was it suicide? Homicide? It's complicated, dude. Broke the stone, so it's all over. Oh, if only. If only. So, Bruno goes to handle Leaky Eye Luca. I'll take the metro. Yep. Listen to Mista and figure out what to tell the old florist. Yeah, but do you really think I can understand anything? Over? You think it's all over? If you hadn't resisted and just accepted rolling stones, it would have ended peacefully. But now, because you rejected its mercy, 3 will die, and Bruno will not be saved. We are all slaves of fate. Several of them will die upon it. But are they all like him? Jumping out from there to destroy the stone for their teammate? With no hesitation. There may be some purpose to the perilous road that they tread. Perhaps their perils will serve some great purpose and bring hope to someone. I cannot pray for their safety, but I will pray that they are sleeping slaves, and when they wake, that these sleeping slaves shall fulfill some purpose, and then we move to the arrow. Who's gonna heal Bruno, huh? Whoa, you dizzy, Trish? It was like something just popped up by my feet. So tricksy, Araki. Putting that freaking ball there. You bastard. You monster. Trish is right there. I didn't trip over this stone lump. Look behind it. I don't know how long it'll take me to get there. Yeah, hey, there we've got a little mini Polnareff. Now that the soul switching is back to normal, your soul is, well, you and the turtle. My body's already died, yeah. But this turtle stand is pretty impressive. Managed to cling on to the inside in the moment that my soul was sucked out. Alright, dude. Can't leave the turtle's key, but I decided to live in this turtle as a ghost for a while. I mean, it's a nice place, yeah. Seems comfy. They did kind of make him like a Star Wars hologram in the anime. Not sure which I like better. I don't really care. It works either way. Gonna heal Bruno's wounds. Oh, certain I saw his soul rot. Ah. What are you doing? Maybe I really do smell weird. So this is how I smell. Maybe I should start using cologne or something. They're so cute together. It actually smells pretty comforting now. Really? You think so? But your fingers still look funny. Ha 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 ha. And he just holds on to the arrow. That which we must... Whoa. That which we've inherited from the departed must be taken onward. I will not destroy this arrow. Put the arrow into the turtle. That will do, Giorno. That is the duty of the survivors. Now, let's go to the Colosseum. And here we are at the end. Flowers on the outfit. I like the palette swap that they did. The new outfits there. was pretty dope. Oh, so the stuff on the table wasn't manga. That was an add-in with the zipper and all that stuff. Yeah. Couples kiss the ring. Mista. Right there. Part 5. Fiend. Or Fine. I'm not sure, actually. Ah, afterward. Okay, so this is the afterword from the Colored Adventure team. Okay. Some deceptively bad scans. Okay, alright. I heard from somebody on my Discord that there's an afterword. Okay, I think I found a translated version of it. Let me pop it right here. This doc does have afterwords from the other parts, but I just, like, didn't look at them, so. No problemo. And I already read through here. So, self-censorship, some of the stuff that he was forced to do by his editors. I'm not going to read the whole thing out loud, I'm just going to read through it. And comment on anything that I find interesting. The deep sadness. Yeah, all of them have their trauma and have been forced to be estranged from society. Evil pervades everything. Is it possible to find justice there? The heaviest blows. Smoking, relentlessness toward the weak, sexual molestation, stabbing, cutting off heads, abuse. All of these are pure evil. To express the evil shadows of human beings, a minimum of cruelty and brutality is necessary. I agree. If you can't show it, then you mystify it. Editorial boards started sending me more and more requests. Change that, modify this. I see. I see. This is just the way things are. This is normal. Not trying to critique them specifically. Just that sensation was there. Wondering if he has reached a wall. Interesting. Two of the protagonists betray the organization which they are a part of for the sake of justice. Yep. Felt courage swelling up inside of me. If they had decided to remain in the shadow of authority, maybe they would have went on to live a safe and comfy life. But instead they chose the path of justice. That's what makes their existence matter. Great Italian fashion, all the more creative stand battles, a story full of suspense, but also, I think, according to my judgment as an author, that it can be considered a really dark work. I agree. I'm very proud of it. Just like with all the other parts, I hope with all my heart you have fun reading it. Interesting. Okay, well, to the person who recommended that I read this, I believe it was Graham on my Discord. I hope that was the right thing. I hope that I read the right thing there. So, Vento Oreo is over, and this is the actual end for realsies. I know that there are a couple of like side things. There's the Purple Haze feedback one. And then I think there's something referred to as GHGR, but I'm not sure what that is. And I'm not sure if that's actually part 5 stuff or if that's further, but I've heard it mentioned as part 5 stuff. So we'll see if I decide to read those. I might. We'll see. But this ends Vento Oreo. So I've got some interesting thoughts about Vento Oreo as a whole that have changed and like expanded a little bit as I've settled into it since yesterday. And actually, we can just close this. Boom. So that I can just talk to you. They've changed and expanded a little bit since yesterday. So, first time seeing the ending, it's kind of a shock to the system. It's weird. I'm used to, at least. I'm used to big fight JoJo's endings, and the ending of part 5 is not that. It's an interesting one and a weird one. But there are a couple of aspects to it that function on like a thematic level that I think makes it a lot stronger of an ending than I initially thought. And I mentioned sort of offhand during the reaction to the episode that to do an ending like this allows Araki the room to like cap off his series and to, I think my exact phrase was like to explicitly state and address some of the themes he was trying to portray. Specifically in the Sleeping Slaves section, right? It's deeply thematic and deeply related to the themes of Vento Oreo as a whole, and some people have pointed that out in the comments. I just wasn't able to really articulate that in an effective way after watching the episode, partly because just so much stuff went on. It was so different and weird. But we really do have the themes of Vento Oreo sort of shrunk down into a microcosm in these couple of chapters. The choice to go against your fate, which sets everything in motion, but you can't actually avoid that fate. You will eventually reach that destination. It's really interesting, and it works extraordinarily well with Giorno as a protagonist, a Jobro or a JoJo with autonomy. With he chooses his own adventure quite literally, which is unique among JoJos. Most of them have the events come to them, at least so far until now. But then there are some other things too. Diavolo's death is a really interesting one. I had a thought like just after finishing recording about it that the whole God Devil Christ imagery that's throughout Vento Oreo really makes the ending kind of come to life, because if you think about it, what happens to Diavolo is that Diavolo is the devil, Lucifer, the bright angel standing at the peak above all other angels, the highest of the high, the mightiest of the mighty, on an endless climax, right? And then the Son of God, Giorno, this Jesus, the Son of Dio, casts the devil out away from his endless climax to endless torment. Literally hell to suffer eternally. It's pretty on the nose, right? It's not even allegory. It's just like, yeah, all right. That's Son of God casts the devil out of heaven and into endless torture from which he will never escape. Yeah, all right. It's pretty perfect. Then, while reading this, I had another thought, a weird one. This ending chapter, it's kind of like Gold Experience Requiem activates on the reader. Because we get to the end, we get to the result, and then we jump back to the beginning and everything is different. It's all the same, it all happens the same way, and we still get right up to it, but we sort of jump back to the end, and it's as though you could sort of read this and then read chapter 1 and just go into a loop, if you felt inclined, of course. I don't know if that's intentional, but it seems to have happened. It may be just an emergent property of the story that Araki was trying to tell. But the decision to go and to not move an inch from where I started is an interesting one. And to put it at the end like this, as though it was always planned to be there, and we'll maybe never know, but it seems to have been the whole line about after destroying the car and all that stuff. It seems to me that he had this idea of this fate stand that would predict all of this. And he chose to put it at the end so that it would all tie together into one big little loop. it's kind of wonderful. I've definitely grown an appreciation for this ending, uh, more than maybe I thought. Because as much as I love the bombast, right? As much as I love a 7-page Muda for Diavolo, right? Like 12-page Muda for Diavolo, yeah, hype. What I love about JoJo's is that Araki does what he wants, for the most part. It's sad to read that afterward and see how much pressure he felt to censor himself, because the joy of JoJo's is its rawness, the the brutality and viscerality of the body horror, the 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 characters who are sometimes totally assholes, totally assholes. Like, how did we ever get endeared to Jotaro just like yelling at all women? How did we find that endearing? I don't know, but it is. Araki does what he wants. And then there's something else that's magical, which is sort of unrelated, but it's another thought that I had, which is that Araki and JoJo's as a manga and Araki as a mangaka is so goddamn unique, because most mangaka, most authors, they hit one story, protagonist, a supporting cast, a thing to go with. And then the goal is to be serialized in Shonen Jump for as long as possible with that same storyline. And Araki subverts that and goes a totally different direction. He says, I'm going to invent a new protagonist and a new setting and a new cast of side characters every once in a while. Pretty frequently, actually. I'm going to do it pretty frequently. I'm just going to run with them until I've told the story that I want to tell with them, and then I'm going to throw them away and invent an entirely new cast of characters. And an entirely new story to tell. Like, we look at like the creator of Dragon Ball, and we go, wow, what a great artist, what a great author, what a great inventor and storyteller. And that's true. Absolutely. To create a story like that, that's amazing. Yeah, but what about creating 8 of them? And they're all fucking really good. Like, really good. Like, there are very few things that can equal or come close to a single part of JoJo's. And each one of them comes to like an end that's conclusive, and they sort of flow into each other, but then they also sort of don't. And each one tells a coherent story with its own themes and its own ideas to explore. He explores and changes. How many stands has this motherfucker created at this point? How many stands are there up through part 5? I don't know. I mean, there's almost a stand per episode. Almost. If you count all the Jobros stands as well, then they would probably fill up the gaps in like the 2-parters and the sections where there isn't actually a stand user. That's nuts. That's nuts. And so when we joke about Araki, there's something magical about the way that we sort of joke and laugh about JoJo's, because the memes and the jokes, like, it just works. Araki forgot. All of these things are like, yeah, sure. But pretty much anybody who says those things is going, Araki forgot. But that's cool, because it's so cool that he created all of this stuff. And it is. It's beyond inspiring. And I think that those lines at the end where he's talking about the meaning in these characters' journey, I think that those lines are, I take them on a meta level. I take them as Araki saying, I hope that this story that I've told has an effect on people, that it impacts people. What more do you want? What more do you want? A brilliant artist with absolutely boundless imagination and the ability to make it real. It's just, there's nothing like it. said it before and I said it again. I'll say it again. There is nothing like JoJo's. Now, I don't think part 5 is my favorite part. It has some real highs though. It has some real moments. It's the art in part 5 is consistently amazing. I think the only reason that I can put part 4 above it, and I do, I think, is because there's something magical about watching Araki develop the style that carries forward into part 5. Like watching the evolution of his style and his art in part 4 itself is so incredible because it tells a meta narrative in itself of Araki finding his own style and, you know, taking less cues from the Fist of the North Stars and the previous manga that he had been heavily influenced by. Still, you know, some of those elements are still there, but slimming the characters down, putting them into more fashionable poses, going further with the outfits. And then, of course, the style and the framing and the paneling really kick into gear in part 4. And so it's watching Josuke and the gang and the crew and everybody, but it's also watching Araki grow and learn and change and develop, and that creates a connection between the reader and the author that isn't there when it's just consistent. So, in an odd way, the fact that part 5 is so consistent is why I have to put part 4 above it. I know that's weird. I don't know. But it's a damn good part. I'll probably reread the whole thing again in a couple of weeks. We'll see. Maybe I'll have more thoughts to mention about it, and maybe I'll make a video then. Probably not. Probably not. All right. I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I think I'm about done. So, I've been TeeHee. This has been JoJo's Part 5. Manga reading end. I really hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And of course, I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm TeeHee here on this Monday. Is it? Yeah, it's just past 12, so it's afternoon. On this Monday afternoon to read the end of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Vento. Wait a second. Why do I feel like I've already said this? What's going on here? Didn't I already read this? I clearly remember reading through the whole thing.